habits dictate everyone's lifestyle, and some of them have an impact on both health and personal life. Successful people make a habit of what unsuccessful people don't like to do. States Warren Buffett, there are certain habits that directly influence your financial situation, often without people realizing their negative effects. These detrimental financial habits consistently prevent individuals from attaining wealth. Warren Buffett is a very rich person, even more than $100 billion. But what's interesting is that he lives a simple life. He still lives in a house he bought a long time ago for a small amount of money. Instead of using fancy cars, he prefers regular transportation like everyone else. He also enjoys playing a card game called bridge instead of having big parties. This combination of having a lot of money but living a normal life is what makes people curious about him since he was a child. When Warren Buffett was young, he started doing things to make money. He sold things like Coke, newspapers, magazines, and gum. He went to his neighbors' houses and knocked on their doors to sell these items. I like being my own boss, and that's what attracted me to print delivery. I chose my own way and no one bothered me at 5 or 6 in the morning. When Warren Buffett was young, he delivered 500 newspapers every day and got 1 penny for each newspaper he delivered. He is now one of the richest people in the world. He has always loved reading books. His aunt gave him a special book called The World Almanac, and he still keeps it with him. Warren Buffett even read his first book about investments in his father's office. He spends 5 to 6 hours every day reading books. Even though his business grew a lot in the second half of the 20th century, he still stays active in the new millennium. Warren Buffett always pays attention to what is happening in the market and likes to share helpful advice to help people become successful. When it comes to making money, the most important thing is timing. You don't have to be very smart, you just have to have patience, says Warren Buffett. Many people see Warren Buffett as an expert in investing and making money, but the truth is that he became very rich by following good financial habits. Warren Buffett knows the importance of every dollar he has. In this video, I want to talk about the habits that Warren Buffett uses to manage his money. He says that some people might not pay attention to this information, but Warren believes that having good money habits is the key to becoming wealthy, even if you don't have much money right now. The first habit is about spending money wisely. It may seem simple, but more than 65% of people don't know how to spend their money properly, according to statistics. Warren Buffett has said it more than once. People tend to think about where to spend the money they haven't earned yet, says Buffett. In this case, Warren Buffett gives advice on how to think about buying things. Instead of just thinking about the price and money, he suggests thinking about how many hours you have to work to earn that money. For example, if you work for 10 hours a month and get $100, then each hour of your work is worth $10. Now, if you want to buy something that costs $100, you can ask yourself if it's worth 10 hours of your work. Let's say you make $4,000, but you want to buy a brand new Ford that costs at least $40,000. You need to think if it's worth working for 400 hours just to buy the car. Maybe instead of saving up for it, it's better to find ways to earn more money. Also, it's important to plan for all the money you earn and spend, no matter how much it is. Warren Buffett wants people to be smart with their money and think carefully before spending it. The problem with $1 million is that it's a lot of money. You have to keep track of it or it will just disappear, and you won't even aware, says Buffett. The second habit is about making your money work for you. Instead of just keeping your money in a piggy bank or a regular savings account, you can make it grow by investing it. When you keep your money without doing anything, it loses value over time because of something called inflation. Inflation makes things cost more as time goes by. To stop your money from losing value, you can put it in a savings account that gives you interest. Interest is like a little extra money that the bank gives you for keeping your money with them. This way, your money can grow and keep up with inflation. But if you want to make even more money, you need to think about different ways to invest your money. Investing means putting your money into something like stocks or businesses so it can grow even more. However, it's important to be careful and choose good investments so you don't lose your savings. You don't have to invest your money in stocks tomorrow. Start by beginning to understand the mechanism of investing itself, states Buffett. Take some time to learn about investing. You can start by watching the news about it every day instead of spending too much time on Facebook or Instagram. Just set aside 10 to 20 minutes in the morning for some useful reading. You can also learn by looking at what happens to stocks every day. Did you know that big companies like Facebook and Google can make around 30% more money every year? It's amazing how social networks can not only take up your time but also make a lot of money. Before I continue, I want to ask you to support this video and give it a thumbs up. By doing that, you can help more people learn about this useful information about money. The third habit is about working in different places. Warren Buffett has some unusual advice. He likes to sit in McDonald's and think about what is happening in the world market instead of staying in his office chair. This might sound strange, but it's something he enjoys doing. He believes that changing your surroundings can sometimes help you think better and make good decisions. I always associate money with big problems which in turn need to be solved. To do that, you always have to be able to look at things from a different angle, says Buffett. When you work in a different way than most people in your field, you can come up with unique and unexpected ideas. If you only read what everyone else reads, you'll think the same as everyone else, and it will be hard to have new and special thoughts. To create valuable work, it's important to look for information in unusual places and study things that others haven't studied. Listening to the advice of Warren Buffett, who is a very wise person in the world of money, it may seem like it takes a lot of effort to become wealthy. But actually, it's just one habit that can help you earn millions or even billions of dollars in the future. By making small changes in your life and confidently working towards wealth, you can succeed. I wish you good luck. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. Maybe the information in it can make their lives richer too. And remember to subscribe to the channel to join the group of future millionaires. This is the main channel about money, so subscribe and get rich.